Welcome to our question and answer session. This is a question and answer session of Lotus Funds, and we have a guest, Mr. Pradyut Patnaik, a research analyst by profession who's been into the markets for quite a long time, rather his whole lifetime. Well, uh, that's a very short but a crisp description about him. And before we start, the disclaimer. This particular recording or this video is purely for educational purpose. It should not be considered as if we are discussing any stocks of any kind of sectors to be as a recommendation or investment. That's very crucial for all of our viewers, and we
It's
hope
purely for educational purpose,
yeah,
right?
and we hope that you definitely understand, and we will definitely want our viewers to always do their homework so that they know where they are. So that's with that. Let's begin the first session, the first question and answer session with Mr. Pradyut at Lotus Funds. So
Thank you so much.
yeah, so should we begin, sir?
Yeah,
This
anytime,
is
looking
yeah,
forward.
and I'm so sorry I observed that this is going to be a weekly event, so you can wait for the weekly time. You can just slot it out, and these kind of videos will be coming on a weekly basis.
Yeah, every morning on Saturday, each Saturday, we should be able to shoot this video.
Great, sir.
That's what we are looking forward to.
Right. So that rather is giving me a hint for the first question. So let's get rolling on. And the first question is here, sir, coming your way.
Please, ma'am.
And that is weekends in front of the screen, staring at the charts of Nifty and all the stocks, or it's the weekends well spent with family and friends.
Well, I would always prefer it to be with family and friends, obviously. But situation many a times doesn't permit. The kind of lifestyle we live in, okay, most of the time we are busy with our work. But one thing, each and every family member needs to understand that we are doing this to evolution of our family for the next legacy. Correct.
Right.
I used to remember my father used to come down home each after work every time sharp by 5:30.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Those are the golden days, I believe.
But nowadays it's not possible because of traffic or whatever you say. But still, yeah, उसमें मेरे को एक चीज याद आता है. Can I say?
Please.
Yeah. सबसे बड़ा सौदागर कौन सा? सबसे बड़ा सौदागर क्या होता है?
You mean to say the biggest businessman?
Yeah, the business, the सौदागर. सबसे बड़ा सौदागर है. वक्त. वक्त सबसे बड़ा सौदागर. क्या होता है कि जवानी के लालच में वो बचपन छीन लेता है. और जब जवानी आती है तब सक्सेस और कामयाबी ये सब दिखा के वो जवानी छीन लेता है.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You just said it, sir.
Yeah. So, but the good thing is that with stock market, whoever is associated with stock market as the profession, the market starts at 9:15 and ends at 3:30.
Brilliant.
And if we have done our homework, if we are well versed with the levels, technical levels, derivative data points, and fundamental events, then my sense is that we can balance both family and life, family and our profession. But definitely, as you say, I will go with family and friends. I will always love to spend time with family and friends.
That's nice. That's very well answered, and
Yeah.
I'm sure all of our viewers will be liking it and will be looking forward. Well, this is just, let me say, we are just warming up.
Yeah.
And so, any kind of note or any views of yours before we actually start with the questions?
Well, I would love to say this, which I really thoroughly enjoy. चलो एक नई शुरुआत करते हैं. जो उम्मीद औरों से थी, जो उम्मीद जमाने से थी, वो अब खुद से करते हैं.
Oh,
Yeah.
क्या बात है sir.
Yeah.
क्या
So,
बात.
the whole idea is that we need to evolve. whether it's investment journey, whether it's journey of our life, we need to evolve. And that we can do is only if we have confidence on self.
Right.
अपने से उम्मीद रखो, अपने से उम्मीद कभी भी always it needs to be there.
Right.
That's the whole idea.
And we need to also push ourselves a bit more every time. I think.
Yeah, in learning and that's why we are gathered here today to understand about the markets, to understand where they are going, how do we benefit about from all this, and we make ourselves prosperous financially.
Get it.
Yeah.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Now, yeah, coming your way, the next question. Well, global stock markets or Indian stock markets, which are looking safe?
Well, I'm very much patriotic by nature, honestly speaking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, but when it comes to money and when it comes to financial markets, I'm an analyst.
Right.
Correct? By profession, I'm an analyst. I have to, क्या दूध का दूध पानी का पानी करके रखना पड़ता है. Correct? At the moment, Wall Street is moving up. Okay, year to date, probably Wall Street, you can say S&P 500 itself is up 8 to 9%.
Okay.
Okay, Nasdaq is the best performing index at the Wall Street, which is up around 12.5%. Even Dow is up around 4.5%. Whereas if you look at our markets, it's down only, it's up only 2.5%.
Exactly.
So we are underperforming a lot, significant. Even we are even underperforming with countries like China. Shanghai is up 27%. Brazil itself, which is a BRIC nation, an emerging market. Brazil itself is up 12%. Correct.
Okay.
So
when we compare ourselves with the peers, somewhere we are left behind.
yeah, we are left behind. Even Germany, from European countries, it's up around 21%.
Okay.
So we are significantly underperforming, and that's why I think, prefer to be with financial markets when it comes to the bullish trend.
Right.
इधर में एक चीज मेरे को याद आता है अभी, एक 3 Idiot movies का एक सीन है जहाँ पे वो लोग ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी का बात करते हैं जब दो दोस्त ना लास्ट आते हैं.
Right.
और उनको मालूम पड़ता है कि आमिर खान का नंबर लिस्ट में है ही नहीं, तो ही इज वेरी वरीड एंड ही सेज कि यार फेल हो गया, तो उसको उनको दुख होता है कि दोस्त फेल हो गया. बट जब मालूम पड़ता है कि आमिर खान टॉप द क्लास, ही वाज नंबर 1 इन द क्लास, तो उनको ज्यादा दुख होता है.
I know.
तो वैसे ही कुछ ना कुछ है. अपना मार्केट से अंडर परफॉर्म कर रहा है तो दुख तो है, लेकिन बाकी लोग आउट परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, तो समवेयर माय सेंस इज दैट वो थोड़ा कहीं दिल को खटकता है. वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई वी आर अंडर परफॉर्मिंग. वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. So at the moment I will go with world markets, even though we are underperforming, we are at lower levels, but still momentum is there on the upside on the financial markets.
Okay.
Across the globe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here I would definitely like to add something, and that is any of our viewers who have any views on this part of the discussion wherein it was mentioned about the global markets versus the Indian markets. If there are any kind of ideas or any kind of views which you think you can share and which can take up in the form of a debate, it's a welcome. Please do share it on the comment section. Now coming to the next question.
Very good. Very nicely put up.
Yeah, because
We need your feedback, your inputs, so that we also involve. It should not be one-way process.
Yeah, we definitely want it to be a bigger thing, and we look forward to many viewers putting in their views and letting us know how it is going.
Exactly.
Right. Now I proceed with the next question, and that is: will FIIs step up their selling next week, or they will pause and be in a wait and watch mode?
Well, it's a difficult question, but my sense is that FIs will keep on the wait and watch mode. Okay. You can blame it on uninspired FQ1, F1,
The
the quarter one results were uninspiring. And secondly, you can blame it also on the Basically the Trump tariff.
I get it, sir.
Yeah, especially when at a time the FIs will be raising their eyebrows and looking very suspiciously at this point of time. Especially the Donald Trump's US President Donald Trump's statement that India is a dead economy.
Yeah.
That they will be watching it very closely, and until and unless that is not off the front pages, my sense is that FIs will be stepping aside for some time, waiting and watching. And also, we are little bit on the P front. We are a little bit overbought. India is a little bit overbought on the P front,
Exactly.
price earning front. Usually, the typical we are at 23, 24 P. Probably, if we come down to 21, 23, we will be a good asset class to invest in globally.
Yeah.
So until then, FIs will be in wait and watch mode.
Wonderful, sir.
Yeah.
I'd just like to add a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a bit of my own opinion form that well, I think Donald Trump has given a statement it's a baseless statement because of go and see. I think India is contributing around 18% to the global GDP, whereas US is coming around probably 8%.
13%.
Well,
US is
I haven't seen about US, but I know that India is definitely much higher, and 18% is no joke. So somewhere I think either Donald Trump has not got his data right, or he's not checked and just put up a baseless statement that 18% GDP.
It's not baseless. You can say always that he is putting pressure on India to sign the tariff deal.
Yeah,
Probably
you can't
it's
put
a negotiation deal. Something.
So
Yeah.
I agreed, so but you can't put it as a dead economy.
Dead economy is talking about. We'll discuss that in later. Definitely, we'll discuss. But your point is well taken that India is at the moment contributing 18%, and our GDP is one of the fastest, 6.5%. When you compare it with the world economy is growing at 3%. Point is well taken. We'll debate on this. Why he has called Indian economy a dead economy. Okay. That is a point to be discussed. Yeah. मंथन होना चाहिए कि उन्होंने क्यों बोला कि इंडियन इकोनॉमी डेड इकोनॉमी है.
जी जरूर. और आपके जो भी राय है या जो भी आपके जहन में जो आइडियाज है तो उसे कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर डालें.
Correct.
Now we'll proceed to the next question.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Now, well, in fact, it's almost the same that we were right now debating about. That is the next question, the big question.
Okay.
Will Trump tariff stay at 50% for India or come down to 15 to 18% range?
My God. If you ask me, sincerely, my sense is that tariff is no good for any of the countries across the globe. So tariffs will be brought down to zero if you ask me personally.
आपके मुंह में नहीं शब्द है. बहुत जल्द ऐसे दिन आए सर हम नहीं चाहते.
The tariff is at the end of the day is going to spike inflation. Inflation is going to spike. So it's no good for anyone. But अभी आ गया है सर पे tariff. So we need to address this.
Exactly.
Correct. India का tariff 50% पे है. ठीक है. And it is the highest among the countries. Only Brazil, अपना Greek nation है. So they are also addressing with their 50%. They are racing with their 50% tariff. अगर आप हमारे competitors को लेते हैं, Indonesia, Japan and all this, they are 15%. Even EU is around 15%, less 15%. पाकिस्तान का 19% है. ठीक है. तो हम लोगों को भी 50%.
I understand.
Correct. So somewhere something has gone wrong. Either President Trump has taken it very personally, or we need to think about it. Why 50%? And whether it will come down or not, then we have to watch each and every moves, whatever has happened between the US and India.
Okay.
After Trump's second term
Right.
as US President,
Right.
we need to minutely dissect those. जैसे अगर आप देखो तो जैन में जब इलेक्शंस हुए थे, रिजल्ट्स आए थे और ट्रम्प बन के आए थे प्रेसिडेंट,
Exactly.
तो पीएम मोदी वाज द फर्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर टू विजिट यूएस. करेक्ट. और तब इंडिया का जो यूएस के साथ ट्रेड डील्स होता है वो 200, 230, 250 बिलियन डॉलर्स पे होता है. Then they have signed a memorandum. ठीक है, done boss. From here till 2030, we will take it up to $500 billion. तो we will take it up to $500 billion. तो एक कहीं ना कहीं एक handshake, बहुत firm handshake हुआ था. Both were looking forward towards mutual growth basically. But फिर अप्रैल 2 को जब से ट्रम्प का टैरिफ डील अनाउंस हुआ है, तब से माहौल खराब हुआ है, अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड खराब हुआ है. बट बीच में बात आ रही थी कि इंडिया को कम टैरिफ होगा दूसरे नेशंस को, और लास्ट में यूएस वाज हैविंग अ सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर फॉर इंडिया. तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि अपना टैरिफ डील कुछ आएगा 12-15% के आसपास आएगा. ऐसे बातों से समझ के इंडियन डिप्लोमेट्स ने भी बोला था कि वी विल द टॉक्स आर गोइंग स्मूथली. ठीक है, इवन प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प ने भी बोला था इंडिया इज अ गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ आवर्स. तो ऐसा वो बदल गए तो ठीक है, बट वी हैव टू टेक स्टॉक ऑफ द सिचुएशन एज एंड नाउ. तो जो लेटेस्ट जो आया है कि ट्रम्प ने 25% टैरिफ हाइक किया था, फिर immediately after that they have hiked the tariff to 50%, and they have said it's because of Russia. We are buying oil from Russia, that's why they have spiked the tariff rate to 50%. ट्रम्प ने तो ये भी धमकी दी है कि if you are dealing with Russia, anyone who is dealing with Russia, the tariff rate would go up to 500%. तो शुक्र करो अभी 50% पे है. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि अभी हम लोग रशिया के साथ डील जो ऑयल लेते हैं वो रिवर्स कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. या एज पर एज द डेटा सजेस्ट 2021 तक we were only importing worth 1% of our oil जो consumption जो हम लोग करते हैं इंडिया, वो only 1% we used to consume, we used to import from Russia. And now 2025 we are importing 30% of our consumption from Russia. So this is something somewhere pinching US. ये बात समझ में आती है. They don't want Russia to emerge as a strong country. ऐसा कुछ दिखता समझ में आता है. तो probably that's why they want us to reverse those decisions. करेक्ट. तो ये है. फिर एक और जो बात समझ में आती है कि ट्रम्प इज, लेट्स नॉट डिस्कस अबाउट दैट, दैट्स लिटिल बिट पॉलिटिक्स. आई एम नॉट गुड इन मच अबाउट द पॉलिटिक्स, बट कहीं पे मीडियास में तो ये रिपोर्ट्स है कि ट्रम्प हैज नॉट लाइड, क्योंकि ट्रम्प ने ही वाज इंसिस्टिंग कि ही इज प्लेइंग अ मेजर रोल इन द सीज़फायर when it comes to India and Pakistan. ठीक है, which we have strongly defended. No, we have not. It's on our.
It's not based on Trump asking and we doing a ceasefire.
Correct.
So we have actually hurt Trump's ego somewhere.
Yeah, personally अगर ऐसा है तो वो reverse हो सकता है. ठीक है. तो but at the moment we are into a catch-22 scenario. Catch-22 scenario we are in. You understand what is catch-22? Not? Yeah. Catch-22 is a phrase which usually we use in a dilemma we use. कि करना भी है, but we are not able to do because of some pressure. Correct. तो ऐसा situation है. तो and India has firmly denied कि we will not allow anything under the agriculture, because agriculture में एक population है, we are agriculture sector है. As a whole is contributing 18% to the India's economy, and I believe 40% of the workforce is in agriculture. So definitely we don't want to let something go there. So that's why it's a very difficult situation. So what was your question? I forgot your question.
Yeah, it was like, will the Trump tariff stay at 50% or it will come down to 15 to 18%?
Abhi itna explanation karo, what do you think?
I still have a hope. We Indians are optimistic by nature, and I still have a hope that it will come down. There is no way that it will go to 50 or it will continue as 50, or rather like he's extrapolated it to 500. I don't think so.
Okay.
Viewers, please do share your views on this, and we very much
Exactly where you all
wait.
are looking at the tariff rates to settle.
Yes, very
Okay.
much. Yeah.
My sense is that this US का delegation is coming on August 25.
Yeah,
ठीक है, discussion बातचीत चलेगी, कैसे negotiation, hope is there. Definitely, as you have said, hope is there कि कहीं ना कहीं tariff कम होगा. Actually बातचीत से तो हो सकता है, since they are coming to India. Let's see कैसा होता है. But anything at around 18%, we would be really take it with both hands.
Yes, yes. It's definitely the bread is butter on both the sides. If it's coming to 18%, and I'm waiting for that. We'll now move to the next question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
View of Nifty, downside limited, upside capped, or only down and no upside.
You are talking about short term or long term?
Right now, just the short term for
Sure.
the coming week.
Coming week, my sense is that any up move, any strength, will be a dead cat bounce because there are lots and lots of headwinds around. That if dead cat bounce comes, it will be because of positive global cues. We are very clear on that. Fridays in last week also US was up, we were down 1%, and dead cat bounce can come if as we are little bit into oversold zone, and many a times the rebound comes because of oversold conditions.
Okay.
Excessive pessimism also leads to bullishness.
Right.
Okay, so rebound can come, but my sense is that the only way is to go down. Okay, on sell on strength should be the preferred strategy. Having said that, the upside should be capped around 24,857 mark, and downside risk at the moment is at Friday's low, which is 24,337, and below 24,337, we can go all the way down to Nifty's 200 DMA, which is around 24,043. So 24,043 is the downside risk at the moment, and on the way down, Nifty has a support at Friday's low at 24,337, and the upside should be capped at around 24,857. Yeah.
I think we already saw dead cat bounce this last week.
Yeah, Thursday we saw a dead cat. So whenever a dead cat, how you will identify whether it's a dead cat bounce or it's a real rally which has started?
Okay.
That's
very crucial. Yeah.
Yeah, that's there exactly big money has to be made.
Yeah. I think it's basically when you see the breadth of the market.
Exactly.
It's
Very
going to
nicely said.
help you
Yeah.
to know whether it's a dead cat bounce or
The rally should be broader. Correct.
Absolutely.
If the rally is broader, many stocks are participating, then you can definitely say, well, yes, it's not dead cat bounce. But only one or two stocks for lifting the index purpose or because of short covering or something, value buying or opportunity should be there. So, to my mind, at the moment, any rally would be a dead cat bounce for next week. Yeah, and definitely we will be watching. The biggest trigger next week is US CPI inflation,
Okay.
which is expected on Wednesday, I believe. Okay, so if inflation is over there, if it's little bit sticky or if it is coming down, if inflation is little bit cooling there in US, then probably the Federal Reserve's September rate cut would be on the table. Will be back on the table. September rate cut on with the Federal
The next
Reserve.
important thing would be
Yeah.
definitely.
So on that catalyst, Nifty can rebound. And since we are underperforming somewhere in the global markets, we can start to little bit outperform on the very short term. So, but those rallies will be sold into. That's what my sense is. Yeah. Until and unless
Yeah, please continue.
Trump tariffs are on the front pages. This we need to remember. Correct.
Yes.
The 50% hike is too big, and it needs to come down to around 80%. Below 20%. You said it.
Well, the next question. Bank Nifty will it tumble down towards its 200 DMA or scale to new highs? I believe that scaling to new highs right now doesn't look so it is okay to talk
Am
about.
I sounding so pessimist?
No, I can overall see that the scenario in the market doesn't seem so good that I can expect.
No, but you can always say that global markets are positive, and because of that, we can the conga line of rising stock markets we can also join the.
Can, but
Yeah.
it is not.
You remember when Brazil the Brazil's interest rate hike
Yeah.
was with 50%. The tariff rate, the tariff rate in Brazil was hiked to 50%. Brazilian markets fell down, but immediately they recovered also. Yeah. But let's see how we cope up with the tariff hike.
Let's hope we
Yeah.
also follow
Now
this.
coming to your Bank Nifty's thing.
Yeah.
Bank Nifty is mirroring Nifty's fall.
Mhm.
Okay, Nifty from top might have fallen down 4.5%.
Correct.
So Bank Nifty is also down. It started mirroring. Last week Bank Nifty was down 1.1%,
Right.
and it's holding on to a good come down to a good support.
Correct.
But again, my sense is that Bank Nifty could also come down to its 200 EMA, which is at 52,700 around those levels. So still 3-4% to go down. Yeah. And on any up move, it's trading at 55,000 Bank Nifty. My sense is that 56,300 would be a good resistance level. Major hurdles for Bank Nifty.
Okay.
So range bound, yes, but the bias is negative for both Bank Nifty and Nifty.
Now coming to the next question. Which sector would you prefer to the FMCG's initial stage of outperformance or Nifty's IT's underperformance?
Okay, you are asking me about FMCG, the domestic economic stock sector, versus the IT.
Exactly.
Well, IT is a clear underperformer. As long as anything to do with America, that would be a clear underperformer.
I get that.
Correct. And you see that, I will give you an example. If you see, TCS ka market cap is around $125 billion. Around. Okay. Market cap of Microsoft is around $4 trillion.
Oh.
The most important aspect here to be noted is that Microsoft is growing day by day. In last 3 years, probably it has grown from a market cap of $2.5 trillion to currently $4 trillion. Whereas TCS has remained same. Our entire IT stocks have remained the same. The market cap. So we are somewhere the service industry is not growing. We need to be doing something different to cope up with the growth of the industry.
To be at par when it comes to the growth percentage, to be at par at least.
At the
If
moment,
not at par, but somewhere close by.
if you see, the digitalization is the new theme around the world. The AI aspect especially.
Right.
Correct. So probably we need to get into those.
Yeah, a lot of innovations are required, a lot of new ways of doing things, and especially incorporating AI. Whereas I think a bit of apprehension is there with a lot of people, they're not clear, and that probably is one of the reasons why the apprehension is there. I think we need to plunge in and find out what it is.
If you see Nvidia,
Yes.
if you see Microsoft,
Exactly.
if you see, these are the US companies which are growing day by day. And even Apple Inc., the market cap is $3.5 billion. If you see other sectors like Amazon, Facebook, these stocks are really doing phenomenally well. So we need to be into digitization, anything which supports us with those sectors should do well. At the moment, IT will be underperformance, Indian IT stocks especially. And when it comes to FMCG still is facing headwinds with regards to cost structure. They are still trying to rejuvenate themselves. So both the sectors are not good, but IT would be underperformer, definitely. Yeah. Thank God this time the monsoon was normal. Yeah. So FMCG stocks on downside you can look into, but at the moment both are to be avoided.
Got it. Now coming to the next question.
Please.
Which sector will you prefer Nifty Pharma or Bank Nifty?
Again, Nifty Pharma has to do with America. As I mentioned, anything with America is not advisable.
Correct.
They have raised the tariff to 50%. Now, what we can sense is most of the companies, if it is going to stick around 50%, then most of the pharma companies probably they will find out a manufacturing unit somewhere in America, Africa or somewhere, where the tariff rates are lower, say at 10% or something, or they will go and establish a manufacturing unit in the US.
They have a setup in the US instead of India.
Correct. So it works well from them. So at the moment we have to see that the tariff rates are coming down
Correct.
for us to prosper. And when it comes to banking, my sense is that ICICI Bank definitely was with good numbers, and PSU banks, especially Indian Bank, State Bank results were also good,
Yeah.
but on declines definitely.
Okay.
Definitely on declines, not now.
Yeah. Fine. So it's a very clear indication, neither of them, and we need to wait and watch. I believe
But
that's
definitely, banking stocks could be
Yeah.
looked into if there is substantial corrective declines.
very good. Now moving on. Well, which could be the major outperforming sector and the major underperforming sector in this scenario of the markets?
IT would be underperformer, pharma would be underperformer, and I would say these two would be definitely the sectors.
Yeah, but
which-
then, once we had a short discussion and with the Trump tariff going on, and if suppose, it's just a supposition, which I believe shouldn't ever come true, that if it is continuing to be 50, then one of it would be that the infrastructure and the reality would be affected. And that
everything
because-
comes to a standstill there.
Yeah,
Most of the thing, because investments in India will come down.
Correct.
Okay, the FDIs will come down. If no new investments will be there. If suppose anything drastic comes,
Correct.
okay, then it will have the VCS circle will fall into the VCS
It
circle.
will be a cascading.
Yeah, so we will analyze this in our future podcasts.
Right.
At the moment, it makes sense to be little step aside and watch the markets for some time. That will be the prudent strategy.
Wonderful. Now the next question. 3 outperforming stocks. I know it's a tough one because with the scenario of the market, it is a challenge. But that's what I believe our viewers are looking for.
Yeah, on any corrective declines. Again, these are for educational purpose, and it's not a recommendation from any of
Yes.
one of us.
The intention here is only and purely educational and not an investment or a trading advice.
Yeah.
Make a
The best disclaimer which I can give you now, my Sanskrit teacher used to give us,
What is
Okay.
that? Yeah.
which I remember very fondly. She used to say, Lakshmi sthira na bhavati. Okay?
Right.
Means always this will be a circle.
Yes.
Okay, so that is like that. Ki Apad ghatam hasasi kim dravinad muda Lakshmi sthira na bhavati kimatra chitra etan prapasyasi घटान जलंत्र चक्रे रिक्ता भवंती भरिता भरितस्य रिक्ता. So कहने का मतलब है कि लक्ष्मी स्थिर न भवति. Can you explain this?
I can try.
Please.
I do not remember it so distinctly, but it is being said that, person, it's in fact being addressed to a person who is obsessed with money, obsessed with Goddess Lakshmi. It's not Goddess Lakshmi here, it's a referential
Wealth.
point.
Abundance of wealth.
Yes. And so the pride with which the person is laughing. So the shloka says that don't laugh, because Lakshmi is, or wealth is a thing which is not forever. It is never going to stay. It is tonight with you, tomorrow it will be with somebody else, and this is how it moves. It is a fluid thing which will be moving, and it is just like the water wheel, wherein the water is filled, when it comes up it gets empty. So it's like a cycle, and we need to understand that. So
Very well said. Very well said.
thank you.
Yeah.
I believe our viewers like it.
So disclaimer always ki Lakshmi is Tirana Bhavati. Yeah. So these all are for educational purpose.
Right.
Yeah. Please continue. You are
So,
saying something.
yeah.
Sorry to disturb.
No, please. That is a good thing that we need to understand and always stay grounded in our life. Coming to the next question. The 3 underperforming stocks.
You are talking about the outperforming.
Yeah, outperforming. Weak.
Outperforming stocks, one would be Network Technologies.
Okay, yeah.
That is a good stock which is into AI and all. But on corrective declines. Stay tuned with us.
Very much.
Somewhere we will recommend those stocks when the markets we have clarity or something. And the second stock which I like is Maruti. Maruti is signaling a massive breakout on the upside. But again, we need to watch out for some time. And definitely TVS Motor or Mahindra and Mahindra. These stocks are doing phenomenally well. They are outperformers and we suspect on any declines should be used. Definitely on corrective declines, these 3 stocks, whatever we have just mentioned.
Yeah.
And please do your homework properly
Good.
before getting into these stocks.
Moving on from the outperforming to the underperforming stocks. Good that you did not say another slok, otherwise I would have also forgotten my next question in line. So the 3 underperforming stocks, I think this you would definitely tell there will be a long list. 3 is very small.
No, at the moment the scenario is little bit bleak. Things are looking ugly.
Right.
So Aurobindo Pharma would be a stock which looks weak.
Correct.
Alchem Laboratories is looking weak.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can take any other stock like Adani Group stock are looking weak. Last week also they had a drastic fall,
Yes.
and that was based again that Gautam Adani ji is resigning from has resigned from Adani Ports this one. So that is somewhere hurting the sentiment, bullish sentiments. Adani Port had come up with good results. Adani Enterprises, the results were 50% down somewhere.
Okay.
So these stocks are looking weak at the moment, but makes sense for investors or traders to step aside and watch the markets for some time. That would be the prudent strategy.
Yeah, I believe a lot of information given and shared, and do follow us. And now to the last part.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, and that is any Gyan Mantra for the viewers.
The Gyan Mantra for not for viewers, for everyone, each and everyone in every Indian is Make in India. We need to look into the Make in India.
Right.
Morning में जैसे अगर हम लोग बोलते हैं good morning, instead of that if we say Make in India और हमारे लोगों में रहे, हमारे जहन में रहे कि Make in India कुछ करना है, तो then I think we may go through a pain because of this term tariff, say probably for 3 to 5 years. It's a very short term thing.
Right.
But in this period, we need to develop our own skills and our own enterprises. That should speak for itself.
Wonderful.
Yeah, वो एक बोलते हैं शैलेंद्र जी का ये again I will tell. हमारे कारवां को मंजिलों की तलाश है. हमारे कारवां को मंजिलों की तलाश है. ये आंधियों के, बिजलियों के और तूफानों के पीठ पे सवार है.
क्या
जहां पे रखेंगे हम कदम, वो बनेगी एक डगर. This is possible. This is definitely possible. जो भी डगर बनेगी, जो milestones बनेंगे, that will be if we are banking on Make in India. If we are having confidence on Make in India. Make in India ये process मोदी जी ने 2014 में start किया था. उस टाइम पे बहुत चला था. आज फिर ये गूंजना चाहिए, सब इंडियंस के लोगों में गूंजना चाहिए कि मेक इन इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया. 10 टाइम 1000 टाइम बोलो और उसको करके दिखाओ कि मेक इन इंडिया. वी नीड टू कम अप विद क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स एंड एट ए चीपर प्राइस, एंड देन फिर देखते हैं कि कौन रोक सकता है.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So buckle up, our viewers, and it's not just viewers, all the Indians.
Yeah.
Let's really prove it that Make in India is the one and only that's going to help make us move ahead in life and pass on a legacy to the coming generation.
एक और चीज ऐड करता हूँ.
Please. Yes.
तो ये जो भी टैरिफ के चलते आई थिंक हम लोग को एक कंसोलिडेशन फेज देखने को मिलेगा. That would be, I think, probably for 3-5 years until unless we pull up our socks. ये गम के 4 दिन, ये सितम के 4 दिन, ये दिन भी जाएंगे गुजर जो गुजर गए 1000 दिन. कभी तो होगी इस चमन पे बहार की नजर. ये शैलेंद्र जी ने लिखा है. चलो लेट्स मेक इंडिया स्वर्ग अगेन. लेट्स जो पहले सफर में जो किया था उसको फिर से भी अनफोल्ड एंड वी लुक बैक एंड टेक इट फर्दर. एक लेट्स rejuvenate and get into the Make in India process.
On that wonderful note, we will be ending today's session of question and answers. I am sure that most of our viewers would like it. Do share us your views on how we can improvise on it. If you have any questions or also any topics that you want us to discuss here or take up a question and answer session, we will always welcome that. So kindly put it on the comments and let us know how we can improvise on this particular question and answer session. Thank you so much. And lastly, just before we leave, one thing for the viewers, that is a question which, of course, we would want our viewers to participate and answer so that we can announce their name in the next sessions.
Oh, very
And the question is, क्या लगता है आपको निफ्टी का क्लोजिंग अगले हफ्ते?
good. Okay, at what level Nifty is likely to close the coming Friday?
Correct.
Yeah.
So on that good note, आपकी इजाजत लेते हैं.
And positive or negative will also do.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
May not be the exact levels. What's your bias? Positive, negative, and if you can suggest us your levels, your thought process where Nifty will close next week, it would be really appreciated.
So together we of course can make it in India.
Yeah, definitely. Make in India is that.
Yes.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend.
Investments in security markets are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. This content is purely for information and educational purpose only and in no way to be considered as an advice or recommendation.